Hey guys, Travis Daggett with Cornerstone Properties, where we help people buy and sell houses, especially if they need work. We know what it's like to feel frustrated and confused about the process, and uh, we help people simplify that and we lead them to a solution. So today I'm going to talk about selling strategy or pricing strategy for selling your house. So, of course, everyone wants to sell their house for the highest possible price, and most people want to sell their house sooner than later. So, what happens a lot of times is people are well, the person that gives them the highest price, that's kind of who they lean toward, whether that's an agent offering to list the property or somebody offering to buy it. But that's not always the best option. Let's just take an example. So let's say that your your property, you're thinking it's going to sell for around 250,000, and you have one offer or one broker that says they'll list it or buy it for 270, and another one that says 250. So right off the bat, you think, well, 270 is better than 250, of course. However, let's say that the price really is around 250. So if you look at the neighborhood and what properties have sold for and what properties have sold for quickly, it's around 250. Now, if you're willing to wait a long time, of course, if you're waiting longer than the average time on market, then maybe you're willing to wait for that 270. But something that people don't always keep in mind is a couple things. Number one, the longer a house is on the market, usually the harder it is to get that price. And the reason is, if you think about it, the longer a house is listed, it leads people to think, what's wrong with this property? Why has it been listed for several months when most houses sell in a couple months? Why has it been listed for 8 months, when most houses sell for 6 months? That type of thing. So the more that happens, that leads people to either not be interested in the house or make a lower offer. So the worst possible thing is to end up selling it for 250 or less than that, and take 2-3 times as long as it would have taken if you just would have listed it at 250 in the first place. So you definitely want to avoid that. So the best thing to do is just price it right from the get-go. So if you're selling it to a cash buyer, more of an investor buyer, it's best to really look at what it's going to be worth fixed up, what the repairs needed are, and come to a good price there. Or if you're going to list it with a broker, somebody that really understands the market and isn't just wanting to get a listing by throwing out a number that's high. The other thing to think about is, remember, the difference between selling your house for 270 and 250 is $20,000 for you, but for the broker at 3%, that's $600. So to drop the price by $20,000 isn't near as big of a deal for them as it is for you. So you want to keep that in mind. And also, something that's kind of a dirty little secret too, a lot of brokers don't really care about selling your house so much as they care about having their sign out as long as possible, because they know they're going to get a lot of calls and a lot of clients from calls off the sign. Not saying everybody's like that, or even that that's always deliberate and intentional, but just something to be aware of. So hope that explains a little bit about pricing strategy when you're looking to sell your house. If you have any questions, we want to be a resource and an advocate for you. We'd be happy to answer any questions about pricing or anything else related to real estate. So thanks again for checking us out. Be sure and subscribe to our channel here, and that way you're notified when we put out more material, which we hope to do regularly. Thanks again.